bloggy thing is Nikki got guidance a couple of months ago now.
But what did you say though? What word is it?
The bloggy thing.
Oh, bloggy thing. I said boggy. That's why I said it's not right what I'm hearing.
Well, actually, that's kind of a
Every time
good
I heard
name.
it was boggy, and I was like, it's not right.
No, it's not a blog, it's a podcast.
Bloggy thing. That's why you called it a bloggy thing. It's a podcast.
It's a podcast, yeah. So, guess
Just
what?
couldn't get the name.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm ready.
Yeah, okay.
We'll do another one.
Footsteps out the way.
Footsteps out of the way, yeah.
Bloggy.
Yeah. So, what's it called again, Nikki? The bloggy thing? Soul
Surfer and
Shift Happens.
yeah.
Yeah, Soul Surfer Shift Happens. So we're going to do a blog. Not a blog. Podcast.
I guess.
We're going to chat like this.
Chat
and record it and then share it. We have to do a jingle. We have to make up a jingle. Soul Surfer Shift Happens, riding the waves of energy as they come in. Allowing flow. Flowing with the go.
Riding the waves of shit.
Riding the waves of shit. Transforming realities.
Quantum jumping.
Ooh, yeah, I've been doing that this week.
You know what word's been coming up for me a lot?
Tell me.
The sovereign.
Oh.
Being sovereign. Being a sovereign entity.
Sovereign.
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 Taking back your power.
Yeah.
Knowing I'm it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You are it.
Yeah. I just keep getting excited, like
I get
about
kind of goosebumpies over it.
Little things like them lambs.
Good.
The lambs that I found on the road that had that I put into a field because they were like on the road with the mum, and they both had 11 on. I said, 11. Off you go into a field. 2 days later, total near Clibber Longsdale, 2 more lambs in the road, bigger lambs. Right, oh my goodness, more lambs in the road. I jumped out. Oh my goodness, more 11.
Wow.
You've got 11 on, you've got 11 on. Oh my goodness. I was getting really excited about that.
What does 11 mean to you?
I don't know, it just made me excited.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what you got to look up.
Yeah.
Look up the meaning of 11:11, or does it resonate for you?
And then my friend was in the car and she said, oh God, you have to do a meaning of lamb as well. I was like,
a what?
Lamb.
What's the shamanic meaning of lamb?
That's what she said.
Lambs.
She said, oh God, you have to do shamanic. Yeah, you have to do lamb as well.
Pull a lamb card. Pull a card about lambs. Well, lambs would be rebirth and renewal. And Jesus Christ.
It's also Easter.
Easter.
Oh, is it the third day?
Is it the third day?
What day did you see it? He's supposed to rise on the third day.
There was 2 different days. One was on Sunday.
Easter
The
Sunday.
other ones would have been Tuesday, I think.
11 is a gateway number. So it's about passing through gateways. So gateway into deeper sense of connection.
I'm getting the goosebumps on that.
Got really excited.
Brilliant. Love it.
Right, well, but the lady that sits in with me doing the school run, and she was like, oh, I'm so excited for you as well.
That's so
really, nobody else got out of the car to help me chase sheep.
It was just for you. Just for you.
Anyway, they went into a field again. I hope it was the right one.
Well, the farmer would have found them eventually, sooner or later. And I love that it happened on Sunday, because Sunday was when we shifted into the energy of Willow.
Oh, okay.
And Willow is renewal, regeneration, rebirth, restoration.
Yeah.
So there's some paganism in that calendar that they went by, the Christian calendar.
Yeah. There's all. Did you know that Easter Sunday isn't the same date in every single country in the world?
No.
Easter Sunday is not the same date in all the different countries of the world.
Why is that?
Because it goes by the first Sunday after the full moon after the 21st of March. So it's the first Sunday after the first full moon
In March.
after equinox, spring
Right.
equinox.
So
Yeah,
then why isn't everyone doing the same day?
I don't know.
So what day is
So-
that then?
Because
So what day
well,
could they commercialize it?
yeah, because so what happens is that in some countries they follow the Pope's calendar, the Christian calendar of the first Sunday after the first full moon after the equinox. And in some countries they just specify it is this Sunday, the first or the third Sunday of April is Easter. So like in South Africa, it's usually it's either the second or the third Sunday of April. That's it. Whereas in a lot of other countries, it's the first Sunday
So,
after the first full moon. Blah 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 blah.
so what was this then?
So
Yeah.
ours, what we've just had was the first Sunday after the first full moon. And it was quite late in the year compared to what it normally is. So Freddie was like, well, why? Because had our Easter, we finished our Easter holidays the week before Easter Sunday. So he's like, why are we having the Easter holidays and we're not having it over Easter?
That's silly, isn't it?
It is. So we had Easter holidays the first 2 weeks of April. Then we went back to school and then we were on holiday for a long weekend because it was Easter weekend.
Right.
So, big discussion.
Well, it's double bonus.
And no, that's what I said to him. I said, quit complaining, you're getting like an extra day
Yeah.
of your holiday. You have a short week. And
We
he said,
didn't
"Well, I have a
have
short
that.
week." Yeah. I said, not everybody's getting this. You didn't chill your boots, kid. Quit complaining. It was just really funny. I love how Nikki's getting sovereignty. You're getting excitement, and I'm just getting this like sense of peace and renewal and regeneration and sharing the stories. I love that. I really, really love that. It feels like there's a cauldron bubbling and there's things happening.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah, things are going pretty decent.
good.
Mm-hmm.
How's your gratitude practice? Sorry, no, go, Nikki. What were you going to say?
I was just gonna say, Helen, are you in your new home?
No.
When do you get that?
I wish it was. I've just because I don't know if you know, I'm on my third home now.
What?
I put in for the first house and then I dropped out the one, and then I put in for another one, but somebody else got there before me and got there, and I didn't get that one. And I've just got another one that I put in for just before the Easter holidays, the Easter weekend. And
So it's not the other one where they were gonna put in the furniture for you?
no, but there is some furniture in this one, and I did ask them again, but it's not quite the same. But it's some furniture.
Yeah.
So are you gonna finalize this one?
Yeah, yeah. And they said hopefully then. Yeah. The first one had something wrong with the roof, and I wasn't too sure if it was the actual structure of the whole house, and honestly couldn't be bothered to go into that. But this one's got lovely views.
How does it make you feel?
What, the lovely views?
Yeah.
Well, I think yeah, good, but it's really hard to really be excited about a house when you're not looking around it with somebody else. It's not quite the same. Like we looked around this house.
Yeah.
And it's like as a couple together, and he was so excited because it's like, yeah, really hard.
Okay.
But I got excited about a table.
Oh, then it's not. I was to say, then maybe it's not the right one.
No, I kind of got excited about it, but
Really?
it's not quite the same excitement.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I got really excited about a table to go in my house, or a
Yeah.
coffee table. I'm really excited about that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from, but I'm like, shouldn't it
Yeah.
be? You should be excited.
Well, I am, but yeah.
Maybe it's
Do
not the
you,
right one.
do you need somebody to walk around the house with you?
I don't know. I have kind of. Olivia came round with me, but I was really nervous.
Yeah, because she's, you're also checking in as to whether or not she's going to judge you on it and how she feels about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, my sister's coming over, and she's really excited for me. I'm going to see if I can look round it with her when she
That'd be
comes
cool.
over. I'm going to see if I can get in, ring up tomorrow, and see next week, Thursday or Friday.
It sounds like there's an opportunity there to do a process on being on your own, looking around a house, on how that feels.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say something. I wasn't sure what it needed to be said, but I was getting maybe it's not the right one. But if you do the process, then it might be the right one because you cleared that block about it.
It
Maybe.
doesn't need to be with a partner. It's okay to be on your own.
Yeah. I never thought about that.
Yeah, and the happiness shouldn't matter if somebody else
Well, I
is
have
there
been
with you.
happy, but just, yeah.
Yeah, but let me finish.
But I'm not feeling as happy as I was now.
Yeah, but it shouldn't matter if anybody's there or not. It should be you.
Yeah, no.
You're all happy.
Maybe I need to look around it on my own without Olivia.
Yeah. And without your sister.
Well,
Look around it on your own.
well, yeah. If I'm not meant to look around it with her, maybe I'll just ring up and she won't be available on the day that. Yeah.
Yeah. Comparison is the thief of joy. Somebody very wise said that to me. So when you're comparing walking around the house and how it feels to walk around the house, imagining yourself living there on your own, comparing it to how it felt walking around the house you're in now with Mike, it's a very different space.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't compare it.
What she said.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
What she said.
Yeah. Because you had that all that innocence and that romance of starting the house with the love of my life and all of
We have a
that
family in
story.
here.
Yeah. And now, you're not just moving to a house, you're starting this whole new space of your life,
Chapter,
discovering
everything.
and acknowledging
With this table. which
Yeah.
And
I'm
your
in love with.
sovereign self.
Yeah.
So, in my therapy room, there's that blue chest of drawers. I don't know if you remember it. Blue on the west wall, there's a blue
Which is west. Where you go in the door.
opposite the door.
Opposite the door. Yeah, the
Yeah.
big
Yeah, I
one.
remember
Are they
that.
blue? Yeah, they're
Yeah.
dark,
You have to-
aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when I first looked at moving into my own place, they spoke to me, as in I got excited about having somewhere that I could live, that I could put those in. And that was kind of like, this is my heritage piece of furniture. And Richie Whiting came with me from Cumbria. It was the antique shop down the road. Somebody's Hall of Curiosities in Bowness. And he was like, Morag, this is a chest of drawers out of somebody's workshop. They're filthy, they're dirty,
They're yours.
they're missing a handle. And I'm like, no, these are mine. This feels like mine.
Well,
Wherever I put these is going to be special.
right, I should send you a picture of the little table. It's like a coffee table I bought, which
You
I'm
still
not going
feel
to.
that way about him?
Yeah.
I'm not putting on. I'm not.
When
Coffee's
Richard
not
wanted to
going
put
on
them,
it. Done.
yeah.
They
When
were your
Richard and I were
statements,
living
huh?
together, he
This
wanted to put them in his workshop, and I'm like, no, that's my altar.
This is what I've got
Yeah.
excited about. I've sent you a lot of picture. I got really excited when I saw them and the thing that's on the table as well.
It's funny because it makes it, oh, that's gorgeous.
I know. I fell in love with it. Oh, it's going to my house.
Looks like a Ouija board.
There's a bit, actually. I just saw the tree. Those
It's
are
a
ruins
barrel
all the way
top.
around the time.
It's the top of a barrel, and that's the barrel, you know, the ironwork that goes around the barrel, and there's a fella that reclaims them.
And those are Celtic ruins,
Yeah.
around the top.
Yeah. I fell in love with it when I was in Bridlington.
Gotta
Okay.
find out what it says.
It's the alphabet.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
that's
just the
the
alphabet.
alphabet.
So, you could start practicing throwing the bones and see, like, so you get a handful of crystals and pieces of things that you collect
Well,
that
I'm not
speak to
putting
you.
coffee. Not used. It's not getting used for cups.
No, that's a really sacred table. That's
Yeah.
gorgeous, Helen.
Oh, there was one with just the tree on, but I like the one with the ruins on.
The ruins, yeah.
And then the mortar and pestle on it as well. I bought that from,
Mm.
well, the same place.
So in this house you're considering signing, can you imagine putting that table in?
I think so, yeah. And I've left it at my sister's.
oh,
I'm not bringing it here. That table's not
oh.
in here. It wasn't to come here. And I don't want to take anything out of this house. I don't want anything.
You don't
Good.
want anything?
I don't want anything out of this house. Well, no, I do want my plants. I don't want the
What about
furniture.
stuff that's yours?
But yeah, odd, but there's not much mine. There's not much mine here.
How will it feel to have a space that you can fill with sacred
It's just my
tables and
crystals. That's
knickknacks?
mine. That's mine. But he bought the thing for the stuff to go on to, and it's not what I would want really, but it's okay. Yeah, there's not much that's mine really that I can feel that I could take with me. Just odd little things.
How's it going to feel to like fill a house or fill a space with the things that are sacred to you?
It's going to be brilliant.
And be happy about it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought about that table. I saw that. I was so excited.
So
And
if
the
you,
mortar and pestle, because I really have always wanted one, never got one. But I
okay,
did
so if you,
end up with a wood one, but I have.
yeah, I can understand that because that was one of the things I wanted, I needed. I felt like I needed for my sense of home was a Michelin, was a.
Mortar and pestle. I'm not too sure if I'll use it. I might get another one to use because it looks so nice. I might just use that as an ornament.
So
I use
Helen,
mine
Wood
to,
one.
to crush
There was
some
lovely.
things.
There's loads of lovely like chopping boards and stuff that look too nice to use as well. So I could see myself going back to that to his market.
I was just say, see about getting excited about bringing it to the house that you're going to go to.
Yeah, my sister's got a few things.
imagine yourself standing in the house with that.
Yeah.
Just imagine yourself standing in a house with that, and imagine how the house feels around you.
Mm.
When are you supposed to sign the papers on this third one?
I've only just they only just accepted my offer on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to I've just been in, you have to prove your ID, so I've just taken my ID in
Mm-hmm.
and proof of me living here, and then I need to sort a mortgage out. The company I was using, which was called Mojo Online, it was online, an online company, was a broker. I don't really want to go with them anymore. Willow, get out of the plant pot. Cat was going to dig in the plant pot. Yeah, this online company called Mojo that I was going to use as a broker, and I don't want to use them anymore.
So don't.
No, I'm not. I was looking online for a accompanying candle.
Ask James.
Yeah.
Have a chat to James about it.
So I've not done that yet. Because I thought, should I text him? Should I text this company? Should this fella text? And no, I'm not. Nope.
Cool.
No, I shall sort something else out. I will get there. It will. It'll be good. But that table, yeah, it's going to be brilliant wherever it's at.
Gorgeous table. Nikki, what are you manifesting?
Happiness, health, wealth, abundance.
Yay!
And my physical fitness, again, I really want to try and let go of, I put on probably about 15 pounds in the past 2 years. So I kind of want to sort of let that go by.
But
I don't want to sort of.
what are you doing?
No, I do.
What are you going to do then?
I don't know. Because a lot of it has to do, I think it was almost a perfect storm with menopause, an increase in my asthma inhaler, and then I didn't do any type of training last year. So it was like the triple whammy. So I just got to figure out what my body wants, and Morag's given me some, get clean.
So get clean, basically.
Yeah.
So end of this month, I need to double check the dates, but I think it's 27th, 28th, is an ideal time to put new patterns into place for what it is you want to, for any old patterns that don't serve you, for clearing them out and putting into place the new patterns for your new beginnings, so changing addictive patterns of behavior, basically. Or changing limiting patterns of behavior. 27th, 28th is a good time to implement new patterns of behavior. Which is quite interesting.
27th, 28th.
27th, 28th.
Oh, it's Olivia's birthday, 27th.
So if you're getting clean, asthma, so I've been struggling with asthma as well, and I find that the reflux
Clean,
causes
eating
my asthma
healthy,
to
you
be
mean?
worse. Yeah.
Or eating healthier, or...
Yeah, I eat relatively healthy, but I like to have wine or a couple drinks. Then I still like to cook gourmet, which is,
Yeah.
higher calorie content. So
Did you need to start running again?
I have started running again, and I was, almost as if it's making it worse, because it's what I understand is creating stress in my body, and when the stress boosts the cortisol, because I don't have the estrogen to combat the cortisol, and it's like,
do yoga instead.
I have my work. Yeah. I meditate.
What about
I like my
somatic?
running.
Yeah. And somatic bodywork processes? Because I found I did a few of those thinking like this is a load of bollocks. And found that I had a lot of emotion come up and I lost a lot of weight very suddenly doing that. I stopped doing
What
it
is
because
that?
then I got somatic bodywork processes.
And what's that?
It's very gentle body movements and it feels like it's not actually doing very much in terms of physical exercise. But what it does, it's a series of body movements that reassures your body that you are safe. So they're basically designed to reduce the cortisol load. And you're not putting yourself into a stressful situation. So because you're not putting yourself into a high stress activity and you're reducing the cortisol, then everything else can just, it has space to fall away.
Yeah, and that's what I was watching the TED Talk or Mel Robbins or whatever her name is.
Mm.
They had a doctor who says the 4 pillars are sleep, food, movement, and I think rest was
Yeah.
the other one.
Yeah.
I think that those were the 4 pillars. I can't remember, or emotions. I don't know what they were, but he talked about, one of the worst things you can do is eat a bowl of sweet cereal in the morning because it spikes the blood sugar, and a little while
And
it
you go
crashes, and
down.
when it crashes, then it puts your body in a state of stress. Then you're
Yeah.
hungry, and then you want to eat more,
Yeah.
and those kinds of
Mhm.
things. So that's interesting. What do I look for the somatic body work processing?
So I use the Yoga Go app. And it's on there, but I use the Yoga Go app so I can do like in the mornings I can choose if I want to do like 15 minutes of Pilates, if I want to do 15 minutes of somatic body work. I haven't been doing very much of it for a couple of months, but last year before you guys came over, that was my every morning I got up and I did 45 minutes of practice. And I would do 15 minutes of MFR, 20 minutes of somatic body work and 10 minutes of Pilates. Or I would do 25 minutes of Pilates, 10 minutes of somatic body work and 10 minutes of MFR, just depending on what I felt each day. Yeah, and what I found was that my core was getting stronger. Um, all the muscles down there were getting stronger. And the weight was beginning to drop off and I was more even keeled. Because I tried to get back
That's
into
interesting.
doing the 21, the youth and vitality, the yoga positions for youth and vitality, the 21-day process. And I just found it too stressful. So I did that instead.
I've been doing yoga twice a week now.
Yes.
2 different types of yoga.
Yeah. Are you through menopause, Helen?
Well, the thing is, I don't know if I am now. I don't know if it was stress or what it is, but I seem to have I started bleeding a bit again today.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So I
Well,
did,
it can be sporadic
well, like 2
when you get
years.
closer to.
No, it's 2 years. And the only thing I can think of, maybe I've been stressed or stuff, because it's when after Mum died, I stopped having them. And then 2 years later, that last month, I had one. I went to the doctors and I've had all clear, everything's fine. Because I was like, oh my goodness, 2 years later.
Yeah.
And I said to you, Morag, didn't I? I had
Yeah.
I've had cameras up and everything. And then I've had blood again today. And I was like, is this, are you joking?
Have you had MFR in recent, like a couple of big MFR sessions with Suzanne?
No. What, down there? No.
Oh, no, I just mean just generally.
I had
Brilliant.
I had a big session last week with James.
Okay. Could be
I'm looking
releasing
up
stuff.
somatic body work now.
Cool.
Process.
And dandelions.
For who? Her or me or both of
Both
us?
of you. Dandelions are a really good one for hormone balancing.
Is that
HRT.
tea or eating the tea? Eating the
Uh,
dandelions.
It would be eating the flower. And if you can't get the flower, drink the tea, but not the root or the actual flower because it has different hormones to what's in the root. I'd need to do some research.
What did you just say? Yeah, which part of the dandelion? The flower.
The flower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when the mama's head pops off, you eat the mama's head.
Yeah.
Because the other day, I did a shamanic journey, and it was a root chakra, and she was on about you get a flower, and I had dandelion.
Brilliant.
But I
See?
could have tea, you said, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't
But
have tea.
you can. But you need to try and make sure that it is the dandelion flower because
I
each
pick the dandelions outside and eat them.
yeah. Just make sure like they're not somewhere where there's chemicals or dog pee. Yeah, one dandelion head. So one of my teachers in South Africa, she used to have one dandelion head a day, and that was her hormone replacement therapy,
Oh,
HRT. Yeah. And so there's something there. I don't know. I'd have to look it up as to why they would be good for weight loss. But I think it's more to do with balancing hormones.
I don't have that Yoga Go app. So what would I look for online?
Hold on. I'll find it.
Oh, 10 best exercises and examples.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I'd like to be able to sit like this chick. See how she's sitting? Straight back, her knees
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to do that. Even though with all my MFR, I still I don't have that flexibility, and I want to get that flexibility, but I don't know how to do it. Even with treating myself. But you were right about the thing that you told me about the restriction in my left-ish tube area.
Okay.
Yeah, so I gotta keep working on that.
Okay. So hips like honey. Um, but she has a
So
really,
you mean
really
soften into it? Is that what you mean?
it's a program.
Oh,
Uh, so oops, it's a online program. And so the Hips Like Honey is an online course. And it's all about softening pelvis and softening hips and softening that pelvic bowl and working with that pelvic bowl. And she has either 4 or 5 different pathways through the program. There's the fire, there's the water, there's advanced, there's beginner level, there's somatic, but it's all somatic bodywork processes. And it's very gentle and it brings up a lot of emotions. So that would actually be a really good one because one of the things that she does is she looks at the specific exercises and practices for softening and opening up the hips and pelvis area.
mm-hmm.
Okay. And within that there's a balancing of the hips and pelvis, and there are very gentle exercises that are somatic bodywork exercises that you soften into. It's a lovely program.
And that will get me the flexibility in my hips.
That would give you flexibility in your hips as well. Yeah. And you would also experience big emotional releases with that, which would help with the cortisol.
Okay. And do you tune in and say, yep, that's the one for me? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm also going to say adrenal detox. Helen, this is all for you as well, especially the adrenal detox.
So what
So
do I do with
anytime
that?
we've been in a situation, I have no idea. I'm going to go look it up.
Well, I was gonna say I think I know it's another liver cleanse.
Okay. Oh,
Because if you
pop
cleanse
it in.
I've been getting that a lot lately. I need to do some kind of. And you remember the juice detox?
Yeah.
the medical medium one though, I really
Ooh.
feel like I like that one. It's the
Oh,
one that I got 3 days in of the 9 day, and that you said, well, that's all right. It's
yeah.
my
That's
practice
a good
for the
starting
next.
point.
Yeah.
I a day and a half because I broke my I didn't break it. The juicer. I tried poking in. I tried poking at the juicer when it was going with a rubber spoon, which wasn't the best. And it went, oh! Before I could turn it off,
I did that.
it's eating it. You did that.
Oh,
Did you
I
say
did.
you did?
I did it as well, but I didn't eat my spoon. I stopped before it ate my spoon.
Well, I didn't manage, and I tried to reverse it, and it got a bit wedged because it had a metal bit and I was like, I managed to get it apart.
Oh,
I had to ask for help in the end. Well, I had to
that,
ask for help, never mind.
that's funny.
Mike, have you got a tool that you can pull that out with? Because I got a spoon stuck in it. It took him a couple of days to do it, but he did it, and it's okay. It works. It's fixed. But I didn't. I only had a day and a half of juicing. Hello, Harry. Yeah, so I only had a day and a half, so it was a bit of a practice. So it's working again now. I should do it.
Oh,
Good.
that looks good.
I really liked it.
I might do that.
What's that? Hips like honey or something else?
You know what else I noticed? Can I do a different topic? I'm just changing the topic altogether. Is that I've been thinking, you know how I go squirrel and butterfly
You go squirrel and butterfly.
on so many different. I want to learn this. I want to learn that. I want to do this. I want to do
Oh,
that.
right.
I got to set time aside for this. Got to set time
I'm in the
aside.
dark.
And I think to myself, well, I have to give up something to do something. So, or the other thing I could do is if I want to learn how to do all these things, that I set a timeline for myself. I do something for 30 days. And I'll experience something for 30 days and put all the other things aside so that I can experience this, or I can learn to do this. It's like Louise Hayes. She learned to do this at 60. She learned to do that at 65. She learned to do this at 70. She did this painting at 70 or 80 or whatever. And she made time and learned how to do things that she wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because I find that I get so squirrel and I jump from thing to thing.
Yeah.
I don't focus on one thing long enough.
Do you get bored?
No, I don't know. If I get bored, I find that I want to learn so much and I want to know it now.
Oh, okay.
So you don't go into mastery of it.
Correct.
You need to slow down.
Yeah. But everything is such a sparkly jewel for me. I'm like, ooh, I want to do that one. Ooh, I want to do that one. Ooh, I want to do that one. You know me, all the different, what did I say? I want to do this, 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 and this.
Yeah.
Animal communicator, plant communicator, telekinesis, telepathy, I already know. I just got to figure out how to use it. And where am I getting with any of that? I don't even know. You know what I mean? Because I get sidetracked by other things.
Yeah. But that's, that's also an aspect of the way our world is. We constantly get this marketing, we constantly get advertising, and it's also, it's an adrenal thing as well. This hyperdrive of like, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this is, and the brain doesn't slow down enough to focus on one thing at a time. So you don't get into mastery of any one thing.
But I think that that's something that I was intuiting, is because I've been thinking about that if I want to do something, try something for 30 days and make sure I stick to it.
That's a Peggy Black thing as well.
Was
Try
it?
something. Yep. Yeah. She says,
maybe I'm getting my vibration up to where I can listen to her now.
yeah. Yeah, it's a Peggy Black thing. That's really interesting.
Why couldn't you listen to her before?
I struggle. It's, even though it's super exciting for me, I struggle listening to the audio and following with it and doing the processes in the program.
I haven't got a clue who she is.
Morag said,
Just
she said Morag had gotten all the way through it, but one of the things that Peggy said was, now, how long did it take you to complete this or get through this? And then that's a clue as to whatever, right?
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Yeah.
And I have had to put it down, and I have a note. I have thousands of notes in my house about find Peggy Black, get going on it, do this, and I still haven't done it yet because
Yeah.
I'm not ready for it.
It's
don't
sitting
know.
there waiting for you.
It's sitting there waiting for me,
Yeah.
but I might get it out now.
You might look. Okay, so one of the things when you work to do an adrenal cleanse is make sure you're getting enough vitamin C. Just by the way.
Thank you.
Why you two? Stop it.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Oh, sorry. No, my cats.
too.
It was my cats were just having a bit of a with each other.
She was talking to us.
Yeah, you two. Stop it. Do you honestly think I talk to you like that?
Yes.
No, yeah.
No, I talk to my cats like that, but I don't talk to people like that. One's gone.
Peggy Black is
Who's this lady?
woman who teaches. So Peggy Black, she teaches allowing prosperity. It's a workshop. It's an online workshop called Allowing Prosperity.
Oh.
So bless you or hiccup or what?
That was a hiccup stroke burp.
And she's very yeah, it's just lovely. So Peggy Black is the one who made the morning messages cards that I use.
Oh, the sticky ones, the stickmen ones.
And the stickmen ones, yeah. And for some reason I was like,
Cool.
I don't know. I went and I can't remember what it was. I think I had a dream. And I went looking at her website and I was like, oh, she does. That was Nikki had been talking about manifestation and abundance. And I was like, at some point I need to actually do something about this and study this so I can answer some of these questions. So I started playing with it. And then I had a dream about Peggy Black and a course. So I went and researched it and discovered that she has this online course called Allowing Prosperity. So I signed up to the course and I go back and I do the exercises. It's like supposed to be done over 6 weeks or 5 weeks or something, and every week there's a different series of activities and exercises you do. But she's very slow and she's very gentle with the way she speaks. And it can be very frustrating, but it's also I love it because it slows me down.
I liked it.
Slow be better for me because I take it in better.
Yeah, but it was just and for whatever reason, I just struggled with listening. I say slow is good, but I just found that I was only able to do it in small.
Maybe your brain's going too fast and it's going too slow for you.
Yeah, it's just I did have to stop and re-listen a couple of times to some of her work, and I doodled whilst I was listening and then would go back and listen. And the first week I was doing it, I was trying to listen to the webinar because she does like one webinar and gives you a set of activities to do for the week. And I fell asleep to the webinar 3 times before I managed to listen to the whole thing. And which I found fascinating because, but then I was like, right, I'm going to do this, and started doing the activities. And I think what helped is I looked at the notes that she gives with it and read the notes.
That helps.
And just did the exercises and then went back and listened to the webinar. But it's, I enjoy doing the exercises. And whenever I'm coming up to a block, I find in myself, that's one of the tools that I pull out. It's the forgiveness ritual.
Oh, I did that. That's one you told me about.
Yeah, the 7 days of forgiveness rituals. And sometimes we just need somebody else to break it down and say, do this and try this. But it's, there is something there about doing it for more than 40, for more than 30 days. After 30 days, it becomes a pattern. And after 90 days, the pattern becomes embedded. And after 764 or 700 and something days, the pattern becomes a way of life. So, you. So, what are you going to do for 30 days?
I don't know.
I'm going to drink lemon juice.
What you mean with the rest of the food? Or are you just going to drink lemon juice all by itself? No, nothing else.
No, I'll drink lemon juice and water. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
but I mean, you're going to eat other food as well, aren't you?
Yeah,
Food.
that's all the other food. Yeah.
I drastically decreased the cans of sparkling water that I was buying.
Oh. How many days have you been doing that for?
Since March 1st.
Cool.
Because it was one of the things that you had said. Well, I started doing it because of the cleanse, and then we had our session, and you said something about the cans, and then I stopped even more after that.
Okay.
But they've been fading out, and
Yeah.
I save them only for an occasional, or if we're going in the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, I have my ball jar and I have my lid, and I've been bringing this around with me.
What's the white stuff in there, Nikki?
Ice.
Ice.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You don't need that much nice around here.
No.
Not that warm.
I want to set up an appointment with you.
Okay.
Because I had some questions that I had asked. I want to talk about the horse and that. So if you'll send me a time when you think you have, I don't think I want to spend long on it. I think I want to spend maybe 15, 20 minutes on it. Or maybe I don't know. It always turns into something longer. So maybe half hour. That's all I want. It doesn't need to be a long thing.
Yeah, a long thing. Cool. Okay. Yeah, let me sleep on it and yeah.
Okay.
And do it because I can feel I'm flagging.
Yeah, well, and you know what? I'm about ready to say goodnight myself because it's almost 5 o'clock and I want to switch over to having dinner pretty soon here because I want to try and go to bed early.
I love you. I love you,
I love
Helen.
you too.
I love you, Nikki.
I love you guys.
I love you, Nikki, as well.
I love you, Helen. And I love you, Mark. I love you
I
both.
love you both. I am, you am, we am.
Oh, we am. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's like Mufasa. Do you know that scene? You know what I'm
tell me.
talking?
What,
No.
Lion King?
The Lion King, yeah.
I don't know what scene it is though.
The three hyenas were conniving behind Mufasa, and one of them said Mufasa, and the other one went, say it again.
We am.
We yeah, that's awesome. That's got like some, yeah, it did.
Sharing my mojo. Right, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I love you guys. Mwah.
Me
well.
too. After I have dinner.
Thank you for tonight.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Love you guys.
I've missed you because I've not made it to last.
No, it's funny because you had a one-on-one, and because Nikki missed it, and then the following week Nikki had a one-on-one because you missed it, and then both of you missed it, and I had a night off.
Yeah, well, last week I was going to my sister's, and the week before, my nephew just turned up out of the blue, literally just before, and I was like looking at the clock, going like, "He's not going." Okay, it doesn't look like I'm going to tonight. He really needs to talk.
He was brilliant because I was exhausted, and I was just like, "I'm here, but nobody's coming, so that's okay. I'm just gonna quietly accept
Go
that."
away.
So it's nice to have this tonight.
Yep. Anyway, night. Sleep.
Good night.
Enjoy your meals, enjoy your nights, enjoy.
Yeah.
everything.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Good night.
I am. Bye.
Bye.
I am.